The Arctic, where ocean and ice become one. A place where freezing winds can kill in minutes, and a single crack in the ice can swallow an entire boat. On drifting floes, giant walrus herds gather creatures that are both peril and promise. For indigenous communities, the walrus is not sport. It is survival, food, fuel, clothing, and heritage. Their ancestors endured centuries in this brutal land through these hunts. A single walrus, weighing over a ton, is a treasure of life. But each hunt is also a ritual, a sacred connection between people and the sea. Welcome to Now Discover. Subscribe now and step into the story where survival and heritage collide on the edge of the world. When hunting season comes, the Arctic coast stirs with movement. Small wooden boats and motorized canoes push off into seas laced with ice. Experienced hunters scan the horizon, searching for herds resting on floes or rocky shores. Targets are chosen carefully, usually adult males. A bull walrus can weigh up to 2,600 pounds, 1,200 kilograms, the size of a small car. They carry long ivory tusks, sometimes reaching 3 feet, capable of breaking through ice or defending against predators. The hunter's weapons reflect centuries of adaptation. Rifles for precision, harpoons tied to ropes for control. When a walrus is struck, speed is everything. The crew moves quickly to tie ropes, preventing the animal from vanishing beneath the sea. Each step is measured, each decision critical. One mistake could mean losing not just the hunt, but a life. Here, man faces not only the power of a colossal animal, but the unforgiving will of the Arctic itself. Once the walrus is secured, the hardest work begins. Butchering takes place immediately on the ice or on the boat. Long, sharp blades cut along the body, peeling back thick skin first. This hide is more than waste. It becomes coverings, boots, even drum skins for rituals. Beneath lies the blubber, a dense, oily fat up to 6 inches, 15 centimeters, thick. Pound for pound, it contains twice the energy of beef, a vital fuel in Arctic winters. Blocks are cut and stored for cooking oil and food reserves. tough but rich in protein and iron, is divided carefully. Fresh portions are eaten immediately. The rest is dried or preserved in natural ice cellars, dug deep into the snow and lined with stones. Tusks are set aside ivory that can be carved into tools, ornaments, or weapons. Even tendons are dried and braided into strong bowstrings and fishing lines. Nothing is wasted. Every part of the walrus carries value, ensuring survival in an environment where a single mistake can cost everything. The butchering is as sacred as the hunt itself. When hunters return, the village comes alive. Men haul blocks of red meat and white fat across the snow. Children run to greet them, their laughter cutting through the Arctic silence. The smell of cooking meat fills the air, spreading warmth against the bitter cold. Here, survival transforms into celebration. Oil lamps glow yellow, fueled by fresh blubber. Families gather not only to eat, but to share stories. Elders tell of hunts long past battles with storms, moments when hunters nearly fell into icy seas, and the narrow victories that carried whole villages through winter. Still, the community gathers because without these journeys, there would be no survival, no culture, no future. Walrus hunting is more than survival, it is heritage. Skills are passed from elders to youth, one generation to the next. Boys learn balance on the shifting ice, how to cut through thick hide, how to share the catch fairly. Each knife stroke, each rope knot, becomes a lesson in responsibility. Modern life has changed some tools. Steel knives replace bone, motorboats replace paddles, but the methods remain anchored in the old ways. Every part of the walrus is still used, and no hunt is taken lightly. Even today, many communities hold Thanksgiving ceremonies after each kill, recognizing the walrus as both prey and partner in survival. For outsiders, it may seem brutal, but for those who live here, it is balance a dialogue between man and nature. And it is this respect, as much as skill, that has kept people alive on the edge of the world for thousands of years. In the frozen Arctic night, the hunt echoes far beyond the ice. It is survival, spirit, and story woven together in one cycle. Each successful hunt feeds families, fuels lamps, and warms homes. Each failure reminds them of nature's unforgiving power. For scientists, the walrus is a keystone species. Its presence reflects the health of Arctic seas. For communities, it is a mirror of endurance. One animal sustains dozens of people, binding them together in a ritual that is at once practical and spiritual. But today, the Arctic itself is changing. Sea ice retreats faster each year. Walrus herds shift their gathering places, sometimes crowding on land where they are more vulnerable. Indigenous hunters adapt, but every hunt now carries new uncertainty. And yet, still, they go. Because to stop is to lose not just food, but identity. Each hunt is a stand against hunger, against fear, against forgetting who they are. In this fight, scars become medals, stories become legends, and survival becomes heritage. This is the White Sea, unforgiving, majestic, eternal. And this is the story of the walrus hunt, where man and nature collide, and where life itself hangs on the edge of the ice.